Hey everybody on YouTube and 405th. This is the Bradinator and the Beastlier, and yeah, we're rocking the pilot helmet here, as you can see. Ooh, I'll show you. It's finished. And you can see it's really smooth. It's really smooth. If you can see that. Very, very smooth. Very, very smooth. It's very, very fragile right here, so I'm hoping that it'll fix whenever we do the visor. I'll show you that in a second. But there's a couple minor details that aren't perfect. Right here you can kind of see it's kind of caved in right there, but I guess you can kind of see it's not really caved in, just not perfect flat. A little bit right there and right there. Otherwise it's pretty good, it's pretty nice. But the real purpose of this video today is, hey Matt. He's gonna be my cameraman for what we're doing. The vacuum forming. I got my gloves here. We're actually gonna be vacuum forming this.
I'm using these gloves
because you need to form around, like getting the edges and the detail. See.
These aren't for thermal.
What?
These are for snow.
Yes, for snow. They'll be fine. Anyway, got my shop vac. It's all hooked up to my vacuum form table. It's not heated up there yet, so spent today smoothing this out. It's very smooth now, and so we'll be doing that. Okay, and so what we're gonna be doing here, I got my PETG foot by foot thing in there, sheet, and I haven't started heating it up yet because I wanted to show you around first. I'm going to be tinting this visor with automotive spray that tints your back lights black or front lights black or whatever, and it's going to be nice. We'll start her up right now. Sound good, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Cool with that.
Alright, sweet.
What time do you want?
I don't know, 300. I'll do that in a second. Alright, so I guess it really didn't work as well as I hoped, I guess we're gonna say. It did form, as you can see, if you're looking. It did form kind of. It was kind of like the plexiglass. This stuff is kind of thick. So, what I'm thinking now.
You get it harder.
Matt, just okay. Alright. Alright, so it is, I don't know, we'll see. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to unscrew these, and I'm going to use the heat gun to flatten down these edges, and that down, and we'll see if it works. Okay, so what we did in here, alright, this is the first attempt, made out of plexiglass. And as you can see, what it did was it bubbled and became yellow, I guess, and bubbly and clear, not really, I don't know, and scratched. And so I used the scrap. I bought a whole monster size plexiglass sheet, and I used scraps that I had up there somewhere. And so this is the PETG. I just finished using this brand spanking new heat gun to do it, and it's now flush. Still hot. Looks really good. The only complaint I have is, if you can see that, bubbles. bubbles right there, and right there, and right there. And that is not good. I guess that's the only problem. There's a little warping going on right in there. Oh, just a little bit though. Everything else is smooth and clear, and it looks really good. There's this right here, VHT specialty product nightshades, and I tried this on a different piece of plexiglass that I tried to make it work, but it didn't work. So I tried that, and so the good part is I know that this works, and so I'm gonna be spraying 2 coats probably of this stuff on it, and I'll try one, and if it's too dark or too light, then I'll put another one on. And I'll be doing that tonight, and I'll probably get back to you and I'll show you some video. I got my mold back here in my cruddy, not really cruddy, but my first cast of the pilot helmet. Well guys, it's done. It's done. The visor's looking good, except for some bubble spots in there, and a crack, if you can see that. I hot glued it together, but what I'm probably gonna end up doing is making a whole nother visor for it and plopping it in there. I'll probably take this visor out and sell it with a different helmet. Mark it down a little bit on price, but it's looking really good. And I ran into some problems taking the visor off the thing that I vacuum formed it to. I think what it was, I left it onto my, or I didn't take it off when it was warm, so it cooled and stuck to it. So here, hold on a second, let me show this to you. You can see clearly out of it, and it might not look as good in there, but there's all that was stuck, and it came off on the visor, and I took a screwdriver to it and I got most of it off. And so yes, there was a lot on there, and what I probably can do is get the rest off, but it doesn't limit your your seeing ability at all. It looks good. I mean, you can't tell here, but you get a full vision in there, so nothing's obstructing the vision. This is not obstructing any vision, so you see fully front, and you can look to your left and look to your right and see out of this, and it looks really good. You can see all around you. It's just like you're not wearing a helmet, and the visor looks really good on the outside. And so this is, I think, the first pilot helmet that anyone's finished, except for a couple guys one guy on the 405th, and Zarnell, that one guy, and the other guy on the 405th that beat me to the vacuum forming stage. But I think this is the first or second complete one that's on YouTube, so it's looking good. I like the way it looks, and I'll be making a couple more visors and selling these casts. And so if you guys want one, just hit me up on YouTube with, or message me, not in the comments, because that's not good. What I'm probably also gonna end up doing is putting some vent in here, some screen in there, cutting that out and put screen in there, and then putting a ventilation system in there. That means putting like a fan right below that will pull air into it on each side. And yeah, that's what I'm going to plan on doing, so it doesn't fog up. So it's looking good for a 5th. Let me know if you want one of these suckers, YouTubers and 405ers. Just PM me, and we'll try to hook you up with a deal. This is Brad here.